Hey everyone, and welcome. We're going to dive right into your very first steps in programming, and we'll be using a language called Python to do it.
So, let me ask you a question. Have you ever wanted to teach a computer how to think? I know, it sounds super complex, right? But honestly, that's all programming really is. It's just giving a machine a really clear set of instructions to follow. And that's why Python is the perfect place to start. Its instructions are just so clear, so simple. So yeah, let's just go ahead and call this the beginning of your coding quest.
Okay, so first things first, we need a way for our program to remember stuff. And to do that, we're going to start with our very first tool, something called a variable.
So, what is a variable anyway? Honestly, the easiest way to think about it is like a little container. Imagine a box with a label on it. You can store pretty much anything in there. A name, a number, an age, you name it.
And check this out. Look how simple it is to actually use one. We just tell the computer name equals EMC. And boom, just like that, the computer takes the name EMC and puts it in that little box we've labeled name.
But, okay, what if you want your program to be more interactive? Instead of just giving it the information, you can actually tell the computer to ask for it. The program will literally pause, ask the user a question, and then whatever they type in gets stored right back into that same name box. Pretty cool, right?
All right, so our program can remember things. That's a huge step. Now, let's give it what I like to call a spark of intelligence. Let's teach our code how to make decisions.
But how does a program actually choose what to do? If this happens, do A, but if it doesn't, do B. How does it make that fundamental choice?
Well, the answer is something called if-else logic. Let's use a simple test score as an example. The computer basically asks a question. Is the score greater than 35? If the answer is yes, it goes down one path. If the answer is no, it goes down a completely different one.
So if that score is greater than 35, well, the condition is true. The computer's path leads right here, to the outcome, pass. But what if the score is 35, or even less? Then the condition is false, right? So the program takes that other path, the one that leads to a fail. See? It's just a simple fork in the road, all based on one single question.
Okay, but we all know real-world decisions are usually more complicated than that. They often rely on more than just one condition. For instance, a program could check if a salary is high enough and if the person's age is low enough. It's only when both of those things are true that it goes down the "you're eligible" path. This is exactly how programs handle more complex real-world logic.
Okay, let's recap. We can store information and we can make decisions. Now for the real magic. We're going to talk about putting code on repeat. This, my friends, is where you unlock the true power of automation.
Now, the word loop might sound a little technical, but it's really just a simple process that repeats itself over and over. It's so simple. It starts, runs the code inside, moves to the next thing in line, and just keeps doing that until it's all done.
And you won't believe how little code this takes. Seriously. This one single line you see here, for I in range 1, 11, that's all it takes to tell the computer, hey, do this thing for every single number from 1 all the way to 10.
And just like that, with that one little command, the computer does all the heavy lifting for you. It'll just go 1, 2, 3, all the way to 10. It does it instantly, and it never, ever gets tired. I mean, that is the power of automation right there.
So, where do we go from here? What can you actually do with these new skills? Let's talk about the next chapter in your quest.
In just the last few minutes, you've unlocked your first 3 coding superpowers. Really. You now know how to store information with variables. You can make decisions using if-else logic. And you can automate tasks with loops. These 3 things, they are the absolute fundamental building blocks of pretty much every program out there.
So, you've officially written your first spell, your first real set of instructions for a computer. The only question left is a big one. What are you going to create next?